So today we will be visiting a touch of green. This is a farm initiative started to help the local farmer rejuvenate his land. The whole project started with this place on our left, which was a barren piece of land, and on the right we had grape vineyards, which is now converted to some other creepers. So this was started about a year and a half ago, close to 2 years now I would say. Started with barren land, preparation of the land, and then the planting. Planting was done in phases, with some corporates coming for their CSR activity. This was to develop a fruit forest with a boundary of jungle trees. So as you can see, there are 3 rows of jungle trees to provide a boundary, each one placed about 8 to 10 feet apart, and then the central area consists of fruit trees of different varieties. So it was like no two trees adjacent to each other are of the same kind. The whole plot is about a little less than 2 acres, and the soil was tested, a water source was found, and what was a piece of barren land 2 years ago is like this today. Pleasant day today. It had rained a little time ago, but now it's not raining, but the soil is a bit damp. So let's see. I hope we don't step into slush. We have a bunch of banana here. We try to retain a natural look. So there is no organic, synthetic manure used. Everything is organic. We don't use any kind of fertilizers or pesticides. And the concept is we harvest 60% and 40% is left to nature for the birds and the bees. This is your gooseberry. Pretty sour. Then we have this rose apple tree. As you can see, a lot of fruit has ripened and all over the ground. You can see inside where the bunches of these lovely looking fruit. Once you can see, they have been eaten by birds and squirrels, and we're totally okay with that. Some pomegranate here, more banana, figs, lovely figs, guava, yet to ripen, but there's quite a few of them. We just finished the harvest of mangoes. We had planted papaya a year ago, and sadly due to an infection, most of the plants did not survive. So we removed those plants and oh, that's our friend Kitty. He's angry that we didn't give him milk today. So we built a small room for the worker who stays on the farm, plus a room to keep all the tools and other material. Natural way of cooking. The border trees are all of the jungle variety with the flowers to suit every season of the year. So whichever season you come, irrespective of the month, you have some of the trees having nice looking flowers. This is the room that we got constructed. It's also a rain shed, bathroom, and a room for where the worker stays. And then we have a room where we keep all the material. Let's move on to the other parts of the farm. We initially tried to harvest rainwater by digging this pit to reach out the groundwater, but then I don't think it was done in the right manner. Most of it collapsed. In fact, that particular year the rain was quite severe. This place didn't have a plant or tree in the past, and this is the result of 2 years of toil and about 300 plus trees planted. Plenty of birds. A fortnight ago, this huge tree just uprooted in the rain. Casualty of nature. It's a pity. It had grown really well. So we have decided to just leave it as it is. Let it add its own look to the place. Some papaya yet to ripen. Guava. Where was the... Yes, the miracle berry. This fruit is the miracle berry. Got the sapling from Sloan's farm in Mudibidri. This particular berry, when ripe, if you chew on this, it is a bitter sour taste, but then the after effect is your tongue will taste anything you eat. It will be sweet for almost a couple of hours. So, it's a magnificent fruit. You have lemon here. Here you have a ripe miracle berry. Really ripe. Let me take a bite. Pungent. Trick is not to swallow it. Keep chewing on it like I chew a bubble gum. Plenty of lemon. Mangoes are just over. Here we have star fruit. If you walk around on an empty stomach, by the time you're done with a round of the place, you would have picked and eaten at least 3 different types of fruit. Which is the whole concept all along. Sita there, preparing the soil for some kitchen gardening type of work, where some greens are grown for our personal consumption. Nothing here is still utilized in a commercial manner, as in we don't sell anything right now. So most of it is picked and given away to friends and family. The monsoon has made everything look so green. Just 2 months ago, it looked pretty dry, and now we can barely see through the plants. Here you have the Lakshman Phal or the Ram Phal. These are distant relatives of the custard apple or the Sitaphal. They grow to be massive, 1.5 kilos in size and weight. Taste again is subjective. Some people like it. I personally didn't like it. The seeds are very small, so that much less spitting to do while you eat it. This about sums up the walk around. Didn't take much time, right? It's good. Then we have that patch over there, which is not developed yet. Big challenge. It's very rocky. Multiple attempts to clean it, but then it's quite scary to go here because of the snakes. I hope I don't find one today. Very rocky. Oh, beyond this is quite thick. I don't think we can walk through. I wouldn't want to risk it. Then there's a neem tamarind tree out there. We got quite a good harvest of the tamarind, almost about 20-25 kilos after cleaning and deseeding, which is, I guess, a pretty good quantity. Then you have the wild grass growing there. Bananas. These are the mahogany trees, the neem trees. Neem was a native tree here, so we had plenty of neem trees right from the beginning. That's Naresh wiping from the car. He and his wife are the ones who take care of this place for now, and I would say they've done a pretty good job. A small pumpkin patch coming up. This is the apple bear tree. I'm yet to see good fruit yield. They just shrivel and dry up before they ripen, and since we don't use any artificial fertilizers or nutrients, so I guess the yield is on the lower side. But all said and done, the taste of the fruits is really awesome. There was one more rose apple tree somewhere here, which too had a lot of rose apples. Yes, this here it is. Still very tender. These grow and turn pink in color and then scarlet red when they're fully ripe. As a treat to watch. We hear lots of peacock around, pretty shy birds, so we go looking for them. I doubt we'll be able to capture anything on camera. So that's it, folks. Touch of green is a lot more than green as of now. Thank you for watching. I hope to keep adding on to these videos, as in how we have more fruits and development happening here. So thank you.